Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Renewal Rising. My name is Jasmine, and today we're going to do a video on the full moon in Cancer for 2020, the last full moon. And so we'll just get started. This is the Witch's Wisdom Oracle by Barbara Meikle-Johnfrey and Flavia Kate Peters. And Cancer is the home sign for the moon, so the moon is in its happy place for this full moon. And Cancer is the sign that connects, it's a water sign, connecting with our emotions and our feelings and family. It's the crab, so that hard exterior to keep us safe and protected, but also that really soft gentleness that's inside. And so yeah, just connecting with that soft part that is within us, even if sometimes we come off hard or we need to put up our boundaries to protect ourselves. But remembering that that soft part within us is also important to nurture as well. Yeah, hope you're all doing well out there. So this is our last full moon of the year. Full moons are a good time to let things go and release things and making room for what's coming next. So this is a really good time to just purge. And yeah, okay. So, one thing we have here, it's interesting because it's a water moon, but we have this earth card and grounding. So it's a really important time to stay connected with nature, to get ready, like see how, so we were just talking about letting go and making room for what's coming new. So this field is all ready for that. Like the rows are ready and it's time to just plant and then let the things grow. But it's the preparation for the planting. The new moon is when we plant our seeds. So we're preparing our garden bed so that it's ready for us to just plant when it's time. So purging and letting go of all the crap for the year and reconnecting with Earth and what she has to say for us. And as we are creating what's coming, this is tarot cards or guidance. So remembering to seek guidance from above. If tarot cards is your thing, which I'm guessing it is if you're watching this video, that's one way to connect with source for guidance, but there's a lot of other ways too. Like we have the birds here flying. The animals are different ways to communicate with us. Connecting with Mother Nature is a different way to communicate with us. So whatever your preference is of how to connect with receiving guidance from above, but just remembering that we can call upon our angels and our guardians at this time. And we also have the card for air and imagination. And we have a lot of planets in Aquarius right now. We have a lot of Aquarian energy. And so to me this, and you can see this face here in the clouds. So this to me is giving a nod to like with the grand conjunction that just happened. We are entering the age of Aquarius, and to really use our imagination of what we want to create, what do we want to plant, and be really creative with that. Use our imaginations to just create whatever else is possible. There's no limitations in your imagination. This to me is also connecting with the Earth card of being out in nature. And there's a witch here as well. And in our society, we've witches have a bad rap, but really most people doing work that are called witches are really connecting in with the positive energy. So it just depends on what energy you're connecting with and what you're working with. But definitely reframing like how we see a witch, and recognizing that witches are actually the healers. So here it says the witch is the same as the healer. So they're the ones connecting with the nature and using herbal medicines and that kind of thing, and really understanding the ancient ways of how we did things. And it can be healing not just with nature and not just healing your physical body, but also like energetic healing work and other kinds of things that also assist us on our path, just like the tarot and our guidance. But that there's all sorts of different types of healing, and most people that identify with the witch energy are also identified as connected with the healing energy and being healers themselves. So coming back to the healer that is within us, and the power that we have within us, and using, here it's got all the compass of all the directions, and just utilizing all of our tools and abilities, and back to the earth and what she provides for us to use as we move forward. Then we also have the water, the cleansing, which is this watery full moon, and just letting all of the 2020 go. Like, this is the final full moon purge of 2020, and there is a lot to clear out. So just really like clearing it out and getting ready for what's coming, and just washing it all away. Even just when you take a shower or take a bath, like connect yourself with some water, and just imagine as like bathing in the shower, that like it's just washing everything away from 2020, and just tuning into that energy that we have at this full moon right now. And something else with the witch energy is also connected with the divine feminine, and then we also have this divine feminine right here, the female right there. So definitely connecting in like the soft parts within ourselves, and our emotions, connecting in with the divine feminine that lives within all of us. Okay, we're going to get some guidance as we move through this full moon in Cancer for the collective. Okay. Lots of cards came out there. All right. So, one thing I'm seeing here is new beginnings, and this phoenix rising above the ashes, and look how beautiful. She doesn't look disturbed or ruffled or rough and tumbly. It's like in her purest and most beautiful rainbow form there. And then this giant full moon behind her. So just rising up and letting yourself be seen in your authentic self, and starting our new beginnings with this new year, with the most authentic, beautiful parts of ourselves, and showing that to the world. And then we also have the dragonfly here. I put these together because dragonflies often represent transformation, and so this transformative time of how we're coming out and how we want to be seen. And we've been in this huge cocoon of quarantining, which is still going to be continuing for a little while, but as we know that as we emerge and show ourselves of who have we become over this time, and we're ready to just show ourselves. We're all going to show ourselves, our new selves. So it'll be fun to get to know people in a new way, get to know their new self. And again, here with the nature, being out in nature and reconnecting with Mother Earth, and remembering the things that we've lost from the past. And we have more water energy. So really take a bath. go near the water if you live close to water. Here's the full moon again. And this one is going with the flow and allowing things to happen. So full moons are also a really good time to receive. So receiving those things that are coming and being in that flow, and the way that water flows so naturally and waterfalls and different things. It doesn't ask any questions. It just goes. It just does. It just does its thing. And remembering always to be grateful. Always to be grateful for all the things we have. Grateful for our families, or your chosen families, whatever that means for you. Grateful for, there's again the ocean and everything here, and then there's also Earth up here, so the cosmos. So just everything, and she's holding the moon in her hands. That full moon is back. So just everything that's around us, just finding our gratitude in the little things, and that helps us in that to be in the receiving mode as well, when we are in a space of being grateful. And these go together as well. So this is facing our fears and moving forward. So as we're getting ready to plant these new seeds, like be clear about what it is that you want to create. Use your imagination, connect with the higher guidance of source, connect with the healer within you, clean out all the crap, and then you're just getting ready to move forward and facing our fears and just letting them go, and don't let them stop us from moving forward, because we have a lot of energy right now that's available to us, and all the planets are direct. I think Uranus goes direct in like 2 weeks or something. So all the planets are direct right now, and it's just a really good time to take action and just do it. And whatever we've been hiding, no more hiding. Be your authentic self. Just let it go. And like how that's not really scary once we face our fears and really do come out as our authentic self. It's not as scary as we thought it would be. So, and you might lose certain people or things in your life in order to really express your authentic self. But in the end, it's things that that you were ready to clean away anyways, and what you're bringing in, whatever new beginnings that you're bringing in, are going to fulfill you far much more. So it is worth it to let some of these go, let certain people or things go that no longer serve you and your higher path. And connecting with that, with our facing our fears here, again, the full moon there, to know that we're protected, And this is the Oracle of Fairies deck by Karen Kay. But we are divinely protected by our guides and guardians and the cosmos and all of that. So there is no need to fear, because we're safe as we move forward. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Ooh, and that's a good reminder here. So as we use tarot cards or some of our tools and connecting with guidance, it's really important that before you begin, like before I begin these videos, I get really clear, have a little meditation, make sure that I'm surrounded in gold and white light, and that the messages that I'm receiving are coming from the most purest source. So again, I think that also goes back to the witch, that these are the witches too, and this is actually what most witches would appear to look like, versus the like scary way that we have created them in our culture. It just depends on what energy that you're working with. So so remembering to surround yourself with protection before you use your tools, so you're really inviting the most purest energy of the highest good, supporting your highest good. we're going to ask our guardian angels for a message as well to close off the reading. All right. Here we are. Oneness. Someone you dearly miss is forever present in your heart. Remember, dearest one, that even though there has been a physical parting, spiritually those we love never leave us. Creation is eternal. Nothing is ever truly missed, for all is interconnected and ultimately one. Yeah. So there's a lot of loss this year of 2020. And there's been a lot of deaths or people not being who they used to be, whether that's in a positive or a different way. But there is this grieving process of letting go of people either as they were or just letting go of the actual person. And remembering that they always live in our hearts, and that those memories that we shared with them, that we cherish, that never changes. That love that we shared, and that joy that we shared, and the growing that we shared, that stays with us. There is nothing that can change that part, even though things may look different as we move forward into this new earth. But remembering that they always are with us and living within our hearts, and that we can call upon them to be with us. And even if we don't, that they're there anyway, even if we don't realize it. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining my YouTube channel, Renewal Rising, and wishing you well in 2021.